number 2 ya. We have two resistors. The first one is resistor Q and resistor P. And then the length of the P is L, so LP equal to L, and then the length of LQ is 2L. So, and then diameter of P is D per 2, and the diameter of Q is D. So, after we know about this equation, right, this R equal to rho L per A. So after we know about the length as the diameter, so we can compare between RT compared to RQ, right? Okay. I just need your response, guys, so I can ensure that you are hear me clearly, because I'm stay at home and I use my mobile phone for internet connection. I just want to ensure that my voice can hear clearly. Okay, compare between RQ compared to RP. Because the material is same, so this is sorry, this is rho Q equal to rho R. So we can use this R of P LP, sorry, LP per EP equal to RQ LQ per AQ. Then we can eliminate this because this is same, and then we can use LP is L, and then we can use P D per 2, so 1 per 4 P, and then D per 2 square equal to LQ 2L per okay. Any question about this? No, I will continue. We can eliminate this also, and then sorry, this is RP, right? This is RP. One per D square per 4, and then 2 per D square. Eliminate it. Okay. Until this process, do you understand about the difference or not? Okay. So RP RQ is 2 compared to 1. Okay. Do you understand about this? No? Any question? If there is no question, I want to continue. Okay. Okay. This is P. And this is Q. This is okay. I pass through P is I1. So this is I1 and this is I2. Okay. The RP compared to RQ is 2 compared to 1. So which is higher, RP or RQ? I want to ask. Okay, I want to ask Matty. Matty, can you hear me?
Ya, Mister.
Which is bigger between resistivity of P compared to resistivity of Q?
Di resistance.
P resistant, right? Okay. So because we know about, I think we do not learn about this, but you have previous knowledge about Kirchhoff law, I think. If you know that, dalam bahasa Indonesia seperti ini. Arus yang memasuki suatu percabangan akan sama dengan arus yang keluar dari suatu percabangan. The current who pass through a junction, which is into the junction, equal to the out from the junction. So when I doing like this, so if I say that this is I, so the value of I will be A1 plus A2. Now the comparison value between I1 and N2 consideration is the resistance of P and Q. Okay, because the comparison between P and Q is 2 compared to 1, I want to make some analogies like this. When I give something 12, when I give it's like example, right? If the I, so in this is I is 12, so the A1 plus I2 will be 12. So what about the value of A1 and A2? It depend on the value of the resistance. Okay. The resistance should be summarized first. Q plus RQ, like comparison. Yes, so give 3. So and then if we have like this, we can calculate that A1 is I is P per R. We have to know about this first. Is the value of the P and the Q like this, for example. if we have the value of this is 4 and this is 2, so this the R total will be 4 multiple 2, 4 plus 2. This means that like this, and then we can assume if we have V like this, and so we can get that I is V per R because we do not know about V, so we have a little bit assume about the V. If the V is like this, maybe I give him 24, so we can divide this like this. So we have V multiple 2 so if we get this, so the V is 18. I think we have to eliminate this. We have R total, or maybe the R equivalent in English. R equivalent is I assume first, yeah, because you don't have any material about the Kirchhoff law, and I want to bring you into the Kirchhoff law, so I will illustrate first about how to calculate, and I make some assumption to make you easy to understand about this Kirchhoff law. And then after we, it is the value of here is only assumption. So we get the V is 18. So after we get the V is 18, so we'll know about the I, A equivalent or A total is 18 divided by 8 per 6. So we get the result will be, wait a minute, 18 divided by 8 multiplied by 6, 13.5. Okay, after we know about the equivalent of I, we can assume again. Okay, we can know about this because okay, okay, for I1 we can use this. I1 will equal to so I want to ask first about the logic mathematic first. I want to ask to Kayla Rizky. What do you think about which is bigger, the A1 or A2?
Can you repeat the question, sir?
Okay, based on this situation, the P is twice bigger than, the resistance of P is twice bigger than resistivity in Q. So what do you think? How much current flowing in I1 compared to current flowing into I2, which is bigger, the current flowing in Q or current flowing in Q? I1 compared to I2, which is bigger?
I1.
I1 bigger? Are you sure? Okay, I will back to the law first, the Kirchhoff law first before. Okay. Okay, I1. Do you think I1 is bigger than I2, right? I want to bring you to the Kirchhoff, the Ohm law first. Okay. The Ohm law is like this. R is V per I, right? Okay. And we have Kirchhoff law that I equal with I1 plus I2. I1 and I2. So, which is bigger? If I say that RQ compared to RP, this is 1, this is 2, and then if I have R with the constant voltage, the value of I, okay. I1 is V per R. The R is constant, but sorry, the V is constant, but the R is not constant, right? Nah, so when we have R is twice than RP like this. So do you think that I1 is bigger than I2? And I just want to ask another person. Maybe I want to call Andi Naja. Hello, Andi Naja. Can you hear me? Andi Naja.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do you think? Do you agree with your friend about the I1 is bigger than I2? What is the consideration if you agree or not, or disagree? No idea?
I'm sorry, sir. I don't quite listen to it because I just got back from the toilet.
Okay. Okay. May I ask the reason for Meta? Do you have idea about the I1 will be bigger than I2? What is the consideration? What is your reason? Hello? Meta, do you hear me?
Oh yeah, Meta told me. I think she was called by her mom.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just want to ask Muhammad Farel. Where is Farel? Can you hear me, Farel? Do you agree
Yes.
with your friend?
Yes, sir.
Do you agree with your friend that I1 will be bigger than I2? Based on this consideration, based of Kirchhoff law and Ohm law, like this, do you agree with your friend that I1 will be bigger than I2?
I think I2 is bigger than I1
Why?
because maybe it's because the resistor at I1 is bigger than at I2.
Okay, I2. Why?
Yeah, because the resistor, the ohms.
Oke, the
Sedikit.
resistivity. Oke, dalam bahasa Indonesia boleh dalam bahasa Indonesia. Kalau memang agak percaya diri ngomong bahasa Inggris, coba jawab pakai bahasa Indonesia.
Ya, karena hambatannya di I1 itu lebih besar daripada di I2 yang di
Oke,
Waspi.
oke benar. Oke, the reason-nya masuk akal ya. Jadi misalkan kalau kita I will back to this concept. If the V is constant, the R and the I is how to say, berbanding terbalik ya. Jadi misalkan kalau aku tuliskan if I write down this equation like this, V is I R, and then when the V is constant, when the I is getting higher, the resistivity is getting lower. Or when the resistivity getting higher, the current will be lower. Okay, do you get my point? Okay. After you see this, we have a little bit because the V is constant, we can use like this. A1 compared to I2 is A1 itu adalah tegangan dikalikan dengan dibagi dengan R ya. R-nya R apa? R-nya kan R ekuivalen. Itu untuk I-nya. Kalau A1-nya berarti gimana? Padahal nilai A1 plus I2 itu harus sama dengan I. Gitu. Jadi A1 plus I2 is V per R ekuivalen. Tuh, 25 participant. So, who is 24? Okay, 25 is 2 devices, right? Okay. So, from this concept, we can calculate like this. I think I have to think like this. Perbandingannya adalah dengan menggunakan seperti ini. Misalkan kita punya R totalnya tadi kan misalkan 1:3 ya. We have the previous understanding that the R total is 1 plus 2. The comparison is 2 per 3 and 1 per 3. So, per 3 and RQ is 1/3. So I will be V per 2 per 3 and will be so we can know that I2 is while the I1 is 3V per 2. And the question is I1 per I1 per I2. So we get this. 3 per 2V. So 1, 2, like this. The comparison between I1 per I2 is 1 per 2. So if the current is 12, we know that, or maybe another comparison like 15 maybe. So we know that the I2 will be 10 amperes and the I1 will be 5. The answer will be, a minute. Okay. The ratio will be lower, but okay. Do you get the point of this comparison? I1 compared to I2? We get 1/2 or 0.5, yeah, about this comparison. Okay. Any question about this situation, about this problem? No? If there is no question, I want to continue the. Okay. I will continue for the next problem into number 3. Yeah, we continue to number 3. Okay, the cell of EMF for understanding the problems, the EMF, you can understand about the unit, right? The EMF is like voltage, 6 volt, and then two resistor R1 and R2, or RA and RB, 2 and 4 ohm. The resistor are parallel and B resistor is series, which is resistor position A, B, C, and D is the smallest power transfer. Okay, in this, okay, we discuss about A first. Okay. We know that the equation that P equal to VI, P equal to I, and P so we have to know about the comparison first. A, like this. Ohm and 4 ohm. This is 6 volt. Okay. We have to how to say AA and AD. Okay. We find the R equation, RR equivalent first for multiple 2 compared to 4 plus 2. We get 8/6. And then we will know about the I. I is RI equivalent will be 6 per So 36 divided by 8. 9. So 4.5. So the ID will be okay. If we see about this, so we can see about AI. So it will be 3. Okay. After we know about this, we can choose one of this question. If you want to know the PA is like P, PR. So we get 6, 3, then 18 watt. And then here, this is the PV. Okay. The PV is 3, and then 90. You can use this, so it will be 6, 5. It will be 9 watt. Okay. Until this solution, do you get the point or not? Or there is any question about which process you do not understand? No one answer my question. I think if there's no one say no or yes, I will continue for the next process. Don't be shy. Just ask a question if you do not understand, and I will explain slower. and maybe in Indonesia if you want to a little bit easy to understand in bahasa. Okay, if there is no question, I want to continue about this. So the B, number B, B. Point. Okay. B. The B is like this. The B is like this. And then 2 ohm, 4 ohm, 6 ohms. Then okay. The B will be and then because this is a series, so series will be AC equal to AD equal to I equivalent, while the parallel one VA equal to VB equal to V total. Or this is the key. So this is I square I quadrat equal what? Then the P is I quadrat RT. So this is 1 and then 4 square. So it is 16 watt. Okay, so which is the smallest one? This is, yeah, the C. The smallest, yeah. The small. Okay, any question about two numbers, number 2 and number 3? I'm so sorry because the material of your book do not explain about Kirchhoff law, but the question containing the Kirchhoff law, so I have to a little bit explain about the Kirchhoff law first, the Kirchhoff law 1, yeah. So based on the two problems that we have done. Do you understand or still confused about this problem? If there is any question, just ask. Don't be shy with me, and just if you still do not understand, just text me directly, or maybe if you shy to your friend, you can chat me directly, or maybe if you a little bit brave, you can ask into the group, because when you ask in group, there will be no question, and the same question like you do not understand, and I do not need to explain twice or third or 3 times or maybe many times. Okay, any question? Okay, one question. Point A again. Okay, Sabina. Okay. Wait. I want to explain about Sabina questions, or who is the one to talk to me directly. It's okay for you. Just pick up. Okay, I want to hear your voice.
Okay, sorry. Could you please re-explain point A a little?
Okay, point A. Okay, point A. Okay. Okay, the concept of the series and parallel. Ya, saya akan jelaskan dalam bahasa Indonesia biar kalian mungkin lebih mudah memahami gitu ya. Dalam konsep seri dan paralel itu adalah adanya konsep kalau di seri itu adalah konsep pembagi tegangan. Kalau di paralel itu adalah pembagi arus. Jadi kalau susunannya paralel seperti ini, yang sama adalah tegangannya. V total yang di 6 volt ini akan sama tegangannya dengan yang di sini, akan sama dengan yang di sini. Gitu. Tapi arus yang mengalir di sini dengan yang di sini adalah penjumlahan yang akan menghasilkan dari I total yang di sini. Oke, untuk yang A ini saya akan mencoba menjelaskannya dari yang ini, seperti ini ya. Rangkaian ekivalennya akan jadi seperti ini. 4 dikalikan 2 dibagi dengan 4 plus 2. Itu kan seri paralel biasa ya. Jadi kalau ini paralelnya cuma 2 kan seper R adalah setengah ditambah seperempat. Itu kan yang kalian sudah ketahui dari zaman SMP ya. Atau kalau I use a little bit advanced way-nya gitu tinggal dikalikan aja. Jadi 2 dikali 4 dibagi dengan 4 tambah 2. Menghasilkan 6/8. Nah, ini adalah R totalnya. Jadi the function of parallel itu untuk menurunkan nilai dari resistornya gitu. Perhatikan baik-baik ya konsep ini. 2 dan 4. Apakah nilai R yang di sini itu lebih besar daripada 2? Kan tidak. Jadi ini basic konsepnya di situ. Jadi paralel itu nilai resistor paralel itu hasil akhirnya tidak akan lebih besar daripada nilai apa namanya? Nilai resistor terkecilnya gitu ya. Ini 2 dengan 4. Hasilnya adalah 8/6. 8/6 itu kan 1/3 ya. 1/2/3. 1/2/3. 2/6, 1/3 maaf. 1/3. Nah, nilai 1/3 itu tidak akan lebih besar daripada 2, ya kan? Nah, itu adalah konsep dari resistor paralel. Nilainya, nilai hasil akhir dari resistor kalian itu hasil akhirnya adalah R ekivalennya tidak akan lebih besar daripada nilai terkecil dari resistor yang disusun, begitu. Nanti kalau kalian mau coba 1, 10, 1000, 1.000.000 gitu ya, itu dijumlahkan gitu ya. Nah, itu nanti hasil akhirnya juga tidak akan lebih besar daripada 1. Gitu. Seperti itu. Karena nilai terkecil dari resistor tersebut adalah 1. Gitu. Nah, setelah kita ketemu nilai R ekivalennya, maka kita mencari I totalnya yang di sini. I totalnya itu berapa? Maka V totalnya dibagi dengan R ekivalennya. Hasilnya akan menjadi seperti ini, ketemu 4,5. Nah, berarti I total yang mengalir pada arus ini adalah 4,5. Dari sini saja dibandingkan dengan yang di sini, itu kan kalau arusnya lebih gede, maka kan pasti ini akan lebih besar kan ya nilai dayanya gitu. Nah, nilai yang di sini aja I totalnya itu 1 gitu. 1 ampere. Sedangkan total yang di sini nilainya adalah 4,5 ampere gitu, lebih gede daripada nilai yang di sini. Nah, kemudian bagaimana kita bisa mengetahui IA dengan IB? Nah, IA dengan IB itu membandingkan antara lawannya. Perhatikan baik-baik. 2 tambah 4 tadi berapa? 2 tambah 4 kan 6 ya. Nah, ini pakai lawannya. Berarti yang mengalir di A itu adalah lawannya ini 6 gitu ya. Dibagi dengan totalnya, berarti menjadi 4/6 dikali 4,5 menjadi 3. Sedangkan yang di sini itu adalah 2/6. Itu 2 itu diambil dari yang di atas. 2/6 dikalikan 4,5. Maka ditemukanlah nilai ini. Gitu. Atau kalau nggak mau, kalau lebih gampangnya seperti ini. 6 dibagi dengan 4 itu kan 1,5 ya. Yang ini itu adalah 6 dibagi dengan 2 yaitu 3. Itu cara gampang ya. Tegangan totalnya karena kan di sini kan tegangan di sini sama tegangan di sini sama gitu. Maka nilai I adalah V per R. Oke, aku akan menggunakan cara yang mungkin lebih logis menurut kalian. Maka ini IA sama dengan V total dibagikan dengan RA-nya. Maka 6 dibagi dengan 2, yaitu 3 ampere. Sedangkan yang ini, yang IB, itu adalah V dibagi dengan RB, yaitu 6 dibagi dengan 4, yaitu 1,5. Sama kan nilainya? Jadi karena ini adalah pembagi arus, bukan pembagi tegangan, tegangan yang ada di A dengan tegangan yang ada di B itu sama. Maka kita menggunakan 6/2, ketemunya 3 untuk yang IA, sama juga kan ini kan ya. Ketemu yang B-nya adalah ini, 1,5. Gitu. Nah, PA dengan untuk mengetahui, kita menggunakan persamaan yang ini ya. Dan menggunakan persamaan yang ini, hasilnya akan diperoleh bahwa V-nya adalah 6, A-nya adalah 3, maka ketemunya 18 watt. Sedangkan yang PB itu adalah V dikalikan IB, hasilnya adalah 6, ketemunya adalah 9 watt. Gitu. Okay. Do you understand my explanation or still confused?
I understand, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, any question? Don't be shy ya. If you don't be shy if you have a question or sir, I don't understand about the previous explanation. It's okay for you to ask me directly. Okay. Okay, any question? No? I think our time is up. Now is 9 PM, and I'm so sorry if there is a lot of trouble here. And if there is no question, I will close our class. Thank you very much for your attendance. Please, the captain. I will. Sorry. I just want to make, how to say, print the participant. Please switch on all of your camera, and I have make photo. Or maybe you can take from your screen and share in group, because I have to make some, how to say, documentation from our class. The captain, who is the captain? Would you please take a picture? This picture, maybe. All of you, please switch on your camera, and we can take photo first and make a report to your wali kelas, Miss Lydia. Could you please? No?
Okay, sir.
Okay, please switch on your camera and okay. Anyone, please? Okay. Okay. Backlight ya saya. Okay.
Please, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for your attendance. See ya.
Thank you, Mister.
Yes.
Thank you, Mister.
Benar.
Mister.
Thank you, Mister.
Okay, bye.